Okay, within this video, we are doing a division problem. It actually is a partitive division because we actually know the number of groups. So that means measurement division is when we don't know the number of groups. So we're going to start with the same amount and we're going to share them equally. And then we're going to count how much is in one group. So if you look at the first problem, if we first just look at the 2, which is equivalent to our super rods, we know that that is not going to actually fit because 23 does not fit into 2. So our first step is we're going to break apart our super rods. And we know there's 10 super cubes within each super rod. So if we break these apart, we can draw 20 super cubes because there's 10 in each. Okay, so now we have 20 super cubes here plus our 7 super cubes down here. So that's now we can look at 27 super cubes because we're only looking at this part. So if we want to, 23 can go into 27 one time. So that is when we will minus 23 because 23 can go into 27 once, and we have our 20 super cubes plus our 7 super cubes here, so that can see 27. So this number equals 4. So that means we can cross out all of our super cubes but 4. So I'm going to go ahead and cross out this kind of mess. So all we have left right now is our 4 super cubes. So now we can go ahead and look at the flats. So if we look at the flats, we know we have 6 flats, so we can bring down our 6. Oh, just so you know, I forgot to do a 0 here because we had 2 super cubes, but 23 doesn't go into 2. So that means that we did our 27 super cubes. So 23 went in 27 once. So now back to this, we have 6 flats. So I can bring down our 6. Okay, so we have 4 super cubes, but if we want to break these apart, we know that there's 10 flats in each of these 4 super cubes, so that would give us 40. So if I cross out these and do, so there's 10 in each of these, then that's where we would have our 46. So there's 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we can go ahead and put 23 into 46. If you don't know that on the top of your head, you can always use a calculator, but 23 goes into 46 twice. So I can go ahead and put a 2 on top of the 6. So we got 23 plus 23, sorry. So that equals 46. So now there's no flats left. So we can go ahead and look at the rods. But first I would cross out all of these flats because we got rid of them, which you can see right here. So now we have nine rods. So if we want to look at this, 23 does not go into 9. We can't distribute that. So we're going to have to put a 0 on top of here. And so we can bring down our 9. We're going to have to minus it by our 0, so we just equal 9. So if we want to break apart our rods, we know that there's 10 singles that go into each rod. So we have 9 rods, so if we break these apart, we know we'll have 90 singles. But, excuse me, since I'm not going to draw 90 singles, I'm going to draw 9 singles that have 10 in each of these. So then we have 92 singles. Oh, so if we carry down our single spot to same thing, 92, 92. So then we, we have to see how many times 23 goes into 92. If you don't know on the top of your head, you can always use calculator, but it is 4. So I'm going to put a 4 on top of my single spot, which is 92, and we're left over with 0. So all we did here is we had parity division, so we knew the number of groups, and we wanted to see how much was in one group. So in one group, if we draw a little circle here showing this is one group, we really just had one supercube, 2 flats, 0 rods, and 4 singles. So that means our answer is 1,204.